those markets that have given you so much, you just don't want more anymore. You don't want any more.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah. But next week again, we're gonna go in with that sort of like new mindset of like, just
Yeah,
getting it every single
starting with
week.
zero.
Start with zero. That's
Yeah.
how we do it. Every week start with zero. Okay, so let's look at gold then. What's happening? Again, looking at the weekly, right? It's formed those highs now. It's starting to basically pull back. These are not your rejections at this point now because we still haven't started to trade back within this consolidation. So we are still out of this sort of zone. And so as long as we're above this zone, the buyers are in control at this point, right? This was the area where you should have seen sellers take control from and then take price all the way down. So this area here was our key area. So at this point now, I think unless we start coming back down to this area, anything is just a pullback in my opinion. Especially in order for our price action to be sustainable, gold needs to pull back a lot more than we expect. Look at this daily candle as well, right? Remember I was telling you guys yesterday, the sort of like bond wick we had, it just wasn't sustainable. So it was bound to push down anyway. So that's exactly what's happened now. We've had a sustainable sort of like price action bond wick. It came all the way down to retest actually the resistance highs at this point and look at the rejections we're getting. So now what we need to do is we need to start marking out those sort of like pullback zones and those rejection zones. At this point now, what's happening is this over here is our previous sort of low as well. So this area here is a strong key area. We do understand that from here, as long as we stay above this, we are going up to at least our range highs, which is basically going to be 1847. So we're pretty much going to be playing within the same sort of range that we played within yesterday. But yesterday we just did not have that sort of like price action which we wanted to see. So again, I was saying like, gold could potentially drop because the price action was not sustainable. At this point now, we've come down, we've collected those orders, and now we can really start pushing up. And now honestly, I can expect gold to become a rocket ship of a candle. And it is a Friday. I don't think we have any sort of news events during our session. We do have news, but that's, I think, after our session, right? Yeah. That's 4:30. That's like way after our session. So we don't need to concern ourselves with that. So let's start marking our zones now. Let's look to the left. What areas do we usually start to hold as a support area, and then from there we see massive either massive rejections? Because look, what's happened now is the candles moved a lot, right? And the rejection from the downside is very aggressive at this point now. So what we're looking to see is this technically becoming your pullback to start coming down to retest those lows again, or are we going to start forming higher highs and higher lows? In my opinion, I think we've done with all the pullbacks now to the downside, and we're going to start pushing all the way up to the daily highs at least, which is previous daily highs, which is our basically 1847 level, right? So now what I'm looking to see is I'm looking to see what sort of areas hold a lot of orders, and then from there we can see those aggressive massive candles printing out. Looking at this now, look at that. From here we can see this area usually gets respected, respect this area here. From here we see a massive rejection to the top side when price came down to do a retest, massive rejection, and it ended up closing above our area, which is our 1847 level. And then again looking to the left as well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just remove this sort of wick here because I do not need to concern myself with this sort of area here for now. This is the range we're playing within, so this is going to be the first sort of area we are obviously going to start trading above now. There we go. Looking to the left, does this area usually get respected as well? Let's look to the left, This is all the price action we have, I think. Or let's reset charts. So there we go. Okay, looking to the left as well, we can see price actually has reversed from these sort of areas before. So these areas here are very crucial. Look at that. That's a strong area now. So again, as I said, now technically we're gonna see pullbacks from here, and price is gonna start pushing all the way down. Otherwise, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start to hold these areas as a support level, and we're gonna push all the way back up to 1847. I mean, to be honest, when it comes to like my bias, I am quite bullish on gold, right? And again, we were expecting some sort of sustainable price action as well. I think yesterday I did tell you guys this, right? Look at this massive candle. We need at least 50% correction. So that would have been down to this resistance level. So we have that correction now, right? So price has that sort of like sustainable manner price action is being printed out. So what we can do now is we can start forming higher highs and higher lows. So we need to basically, all we need to do is just start marking out those key areas, and we need to see them starting to basically get respected. And if those areas are being respected, we're coming all the way up to 1847 in my opinion. We can easily push up. That's only about 50 pips from the current daily highs. And look, again, gold can push up about 200 pips in one direction. Yesterday's candle did not do much of anything either, obviously, which was expected. This whole candle, man, it was such an aggressive candle. This one here, exhausted. Now today's candles come down to collect those orders, and now we start basically trading above these levels, which we are. I think we're going to start flipping and start pushing all the way to the top side, in my opinion, all the way to the top side. As soon as we start to violate these daily highs as well, we are coming all the way to the top side. We're not coming back down anymore. And again, next week, I think gold's going to just turn into this bullish beast, man. We're just going to see a massive bull run all the way up to this resistance level now, which is our 1864 level. From there, again, you guys need to expect some sort of corrections, right? You got to understand, this is your resistance level on the weekly time frame, meaning that there are a lot of orders over here. So as soon as you start to tap these levels, if there is no fundamental factors, you will see gold start to pull back. If there are fundamental factors, then guess what? You guys can very easily see this area here being cleared. Very massive push to the top side can be seen, and then later on we can expect that sort of like sustainable price action to kick in. So it will just be one of those sort of games where you just have to let gold do its thing and just play zone to zone now. But I would say today I'm quite bullish on gold. Again, it can drop as well if it does start to trade below these levels, but the way it's flipping now, the whole daily candle is rejecting. The wick to the top side is really tiny as well. As soon as this candle starts to flip, honestly, I can expect the upper wick to get violated and us to start coming all the way up to 1847. I think that should be the play for the day. And as long as we're staying above this level that we have over here, which is our 1837 level, we should be pushing up. Let's look at the structure to the 4 hour as well. Again, look at that. Previous 4 hour came all the way down now, right? This 4 hour here at this point should not be trading back above this sort of level here. You guys can see from here, as long as we stay above this 1836 level, as well as this 18 sort of like, yeah, basically the whole 1836 sort of range, we will start pushing all the way back up, at least till 1842. But again, you gotta understand, then the daily is gonna start flipping. This is your daily highs, right? Yeah, these are your daily highs. And after that, as soon as we start trading above these levels, we're coming all the way up. But again, we're being real fluid in the market. What could be happening is that this push to the downside was very aggressive at this point. This is just a retest to start pushing down. So we're going to be really fluid in the markets. But the way the daily is starting to reject now, I don't see it coming down anymore. Unless we start trading below 1836, I really don't see it coming down. As long as we're above 1836, I think we're going to start printing out higher highs and higher lows sort of structure at this point. That's what we're going to start forming. Look at your sort of like hourly candle as well is forming those new highs. It's basically pulling back down to this sort of level now. From there, we're going to potentially see another push to the top side. We're above all the weekly highs. This is the area we could have, if we did want to come back down, we would have started to trade below 1834, came down to collect those orders, just giving us that confirmation that price is not coming back down to this consolidation. We are trying to stay above this consolidation. So at this point now, the weekly has given us that sort of range as well, right? So now we're playing the game of probability. Look, at this point, your daily's got those orders which are needed to start pushing up. The price action is sustainable. At this point, the only thing that's happening is that we're going to come up to form those new highs, right? So again, for us, we are lucky that we have this range to play within now. So this 100 pips range, and we're scalpers. We're looking for our 1-to-1s. As soon as our 1-to-1s get hit, we can let our runners do rest of the damage. So again, playing the game of probability. Let's look at the structure again, the 4 hour structure. As long as we trade above these levels here, look at this double bottom forming down here as well. Hold on a second. As long as we trade above this level here, this is a crucial area for us, which is about 1837 level, right? We're coming all the way up to the daily highs. We're going to start violating the daily highs. At that point, start trading above the daily highs, and we're coming up to the weekly highs, the weekly wick fill. Again, weekly is still going to form new highs if there is a lot of momentum today. And there will be volatility in the markets. Maybe after our session, let's see, right? I'm not really tempted to take any sort of trades today, but if something shows up, I'll be more than happy to execute. But let's see what happens. It's a Friday, it's a freaky Friday. Hey, what's happening? Ayub just caught buyers. Need one more percent to pass my challenge. Buyers could happen today. Yes, sir. Most definitely they could. What's happening? Trade with Dre. What's happening? Silva. Good morning, my people. Afternoon. What's happening? Samita. What's happening, my bro? What's happening? Ricardo. What's up? What's up? Yo, what's good, everyone? DA, my brother. Yes, my brother. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? But honestly, guys, looking at gold, right? Once again, you gotta understand we've created this whole sort of consolidation at this point, right? You gotta understand. Let's look at the daily candle as well. Do you know where it was? Yeah, if this daily candle had actually pushed up first and came all the way up to literally your 47 level, and then from there we started to reject, then I would have said like, look, now at this point, no, we've got the bottom wick, we're coming up, we're starting to reject this, we start violating the bottom wick, we start trading below 37, we're coming all the way down. But the way price action is printing, I think we're going to start shooting all the way to the top side. We start respecting this 37 level, we're gonna start coming up all the way to the top side. All the way to the top side. After that, this level here, I'm going to be looking out for this level as well. I would like to see this level here being turned into some sort of support as well. And again, right now we're not really looking for those rejections, right? Why are we not looking for those rejections? Our long-term sort of like bias, like, you know, the bigger picture tells us like, you know, gold is quite bullish. Look at your weekly as well. If you understand how the candles move, look, your weekly is forming higher highs, higher lows, right? So again, if it wanted to start rejecting, it would not start coming back up, right? After forming those highs, this is technically your pullback. It would start trading back below this sort of consolidation. We'll start trading within this consolidation. So the fact that we're starting to reject is that it just tells me that we're going to have this wick fill now, and we're going to start pushing all the way up to potentially form new highs. Could be today or could be the next week. Let's see what happens. Look at the way the daily starting to flip at this point as well. We're starting to tap into the next sort of area, which is our 1839 level. And look at your 4-hour again starting to go bullish as hell, trading back above this support level. Yeah, this 4-hour level here, we tapped into the 1813 level, 1839 level, which is our key level. From there we got that pullback. Let's see, let's look on the minute time frame. Yeah, look at that, tapped into it, got our pullback, we start trading back above it, we'll come in all the way to the top side. We've got 5 minutes left as well for our session to open. I'm looking for us to start trading above this 1839 sort of level with the wickies. From there, take you all the way back up. Let's quickly just... Man, I'm so proud of myself. I've fully just done the analysis without even sipping on my coffee. Wow. I don't know how I've done that. Let me just quickly down it in the next 5 minutes. I need the coffee now. What's happening, my brother Garcia? You good?
Yeah, brother. You?
Oh, good, man. I was stuck in traffic today, bro. So much traffic. It was insane, honestly.
It's always tragic.
Always, man. Around here, it's very congested sometimes, man. Because in London, if you go down central, they have like congestion charge, right? But on the outskirts of London, there is nothing like that. No congestion charge, nothing like that. So it gets very congested sometimes. Okay, look at that. We're starting to come back up to the 1840 level. I really want to see how this candle opens now. Got another 4 minutes left as well. Again, looking at our levels, 1837 is going to be one of our levels as well that we should be looking out for this level as well, which is our 1837 sort of level. Now again, building probability, right? Right now the daily's flipping, everything is screaming buys. So now if the daily starts to flip and we start trading above 1840 again, look, you're just forming higher highs, higher lows. Keep it simple. Gold's quite bullish. We've closed above the resistance level. Let's not overthink this. We're quite bullish right now. The daily's rejecting, massive rejections from the downside. The sustainable sort of like price action which was needed, we've got that now, right? Let's look at the 30 minutes time frame. We're not at all-time highs either. We're actually at the mid-range at this point. So from here, the all-time highs are all the way up there. So if it was all the way up there, then I would say like, okay, let's wait for that pullback. But from here, we are at the low, forming higher highs, higher lows, really, really clean, sustainable price action, in my opinion. So from here, we can most definitely take it up, most definitely. So the next target obviously will be the daily highs, which is the 1842 level. We start trading above 1840. 1842 level should be the next target for us. What is it? To be, yeah, 1842.83 level. That's our daily highs. We can see that. Okay, and then obviously below this we got 1837 level. I'll be looking out for that as well. 1837 is a crucial area for us as well. It's 1837.500 to be exact. Can see some sort of support being formed on that level. Okay, so look, again, we're turning the 1837.450 level into support, massive momentum kicking in back to the top side. We start trading above this 1840 level, we're coming all the way up. And below that, we got the 1836 level. Below that, you can also see sells starting to play out. Until then, I don't see any sells. So now you got 1836. Gonna mark that as well. Yeah, you can see a nice resistance on the 1836 level. Very nice resistance. So these are our key levels now. These levels are based off of, like, you know, your intraday ranges, or these are not your levels on the minute time frames. Now when you start to like play around these levels on the lower time frames, that's when the magic happens. Got another minute left before our session opens, but how's everyone doing though? Need to join your Telegram. Yeah guys, our session's about to open in the next minute. Let's just focus on trading now. Another 30 minutes into our session, or half an hour, whenever we've taken our trades, we'll go into all the Telegram and everything about the paid group. I'll let you guys know today. I know I've got a lot of DMs on Insta. I'll get back to everyone, being super busy, not ignoring anyone. I'll be getting back to everyone today as well. But anyway, for now, let's just focus on trading. Bro, this coffee is not going down today. Bloody hell. Alright, another minute left now. Let's see how price starts to play out. Okay, this is our open now. This is our open at this point. We have a really, really tiny bottom wick at this point, but we do have a bottom wick. So let's see how it starts to trade now. You gotta understand, we've been stuck within this sort of consolidation, 1837 being the lows of the consolidation, 1840 being the top side of the consolidation. At this point, I want to see the 1840 level being violated. I want to see momentum starting to kick in as well. We start violating these highs, start trading above the 1839, 1840 level. I'm looking to take this all the way to the top side. So yeah, that's kind of what the play is. 1839.67. 'And then obviously after that, we got our next range, which is going to be the daily highs. Pretty simple, right? We're going to tap the daily highs from there. Potentially could reject, forming a double top here. Or if we start clearing this, start trading above 1842, then I'm expecting the wick fill on the weekly, which is our 1847 level, right? The wick fill on the weekly. 1847.900. .95. There we go. Lovely. Look at that. Right now you are still within this consolidation. I want to see a lot of momentum kick in order for me to execute. Freaky Fridays, you don't want to go in unless there is something amazing. Don't want to go in. Okay, at this point now, it has the bottom wick, right? It has the upper wick as well. Maybe what it wants to do is it wants to come down, retest the 1837 level, from there start pushing up. Or maybe it's just waiting for momentum to kick in. But right now we're just within this consolidation. Need to see this start. We need to see a breakout of this consolidation, momentum kick in. At that point we can look to take trades. This is our session open now, right? This is when we will see momentum in the markets. So look, now it's coming down to actually form a sustainable bottom wick. So again, I'm expecting rejections from this 1837 level. That's what I'm expecting. Massive rejections down from this level, and then aggressive candle starting to break out of 1839 retest. That's going to be, our entry is going to be up here somewhere, basically. But until then, I'm not looking to take any sort of trades within this range that we're in right now, this consolidation. I want to see us starting to break out of this, a clean break. So as I said, a nice close above this sort of like resistance level, 1839, a retest and break of these highs, that could be a nice entry, honestly. That's for the buy position. Now for the sells, right? Let's look at your 4 hour again. Look, you can see rejections up to 1836. Below 1836, you're coming all the way down. Previous 4 hour wick fill. So anything above 1836 for me will be a buy position. Below 1836, now we start trading below that, I'll be interested in a sell position as well. Until then, just sitting on my hands and going to wait for price to show me some momentum. We're momentum traders. We've had a very successful week, not one losing day. Don't need to rush into any trades. If something shows up, we'll take it. We still have plenty of time left. We got to NYSE. Until then, we can expect momentum to kick in at any time. But you gotta understand the daily's moved about 140-50 pips as well. So again, technically we can at average just expect another like 50 pips in one direction, right? So there's no need to actually jump into anything, guys. Nothing. Let's say, as an example, right? If you've had a losing sort of like week, and you're trying to make your money back on a Friday, trust me, don't do that. You will lose money. You will blow your account up. So let's say if you have been trading with us, you've had a very successful week, not even a single losing day, then protect your capital, protect your profits. You don't want to risk them on a Friday. But as I said, I'm willing to take one trade today, but I need to see something that's a really high probability sort of like setup. Then I'll be willing to execute on it. Look at the momentum starting to kick into the downside now. As I said, until 36, I don't mind. If gold just comes down, it gives us that sort of like bottom wick. And then from there, we see those massive rejections to start taking it all the way up. We are forming lower lows and low highs, struggling to break above this level, but again, need some volatility to kick into the markets, right? That's all it is. As soon as the volatility kicked in, you guys can see we formed a leg up. So now technically this is just becoming your sort of like pullback, right? To form the next leg up. That's all it is. Just got to let it do its thing now. We are very fluid, so we'll be looking for sells as well below these levels here. So from 1836, 1835, sells make a lot of sense. At that point, you can safely say, look, now your 4 hour is starting to reject off of this sort of resistance level that is being turned into a resistance level. So far, it's just holding this level as a support level to start pushing up. And look at that momentum kicking in now. Let's get our magic keys ready as well. Again, you want to see a break out of the consolidation. Within the consolidation, not interested in anything. Even though it seems like it's about to break out now, still want to see it happening. Just looking to take that one trade. Wow, this is it now. It's coming up. Let's get everything ready, guys. Let's get everything ready. Because we're looking to take a trade here. Wait for it to break up, because you understand even this candle here was very aggressive, right? And then you started to reject. So safest thing to do, just let it break out, retest, and then we'll take it. Gold moves a lot, so you don't even need to catch any sort of sniper entries, right? You can just wait for it to do its thing. You can catch it from here, you can catch it from here, you can catch it from here. That's the best thing about our strategy. We're just aiming for 1-to-1s, and then we're making it risk-free, so we don't need to actually catch it all the way from the bottom. We don't need to catch the whole move. We just need to catch our 1-to-1s. Simple as that. So that's why you can wait now for the highest probability setup to show up. And the way it's starting to flip now after retesting the 1837 level, as soon as we start clearing 1839, we're coming all the way to the top side. We should not be seeing 1837 anymore. Got another 4 minutes left as well for the new 5-minute to open. And yeah, it's looking good now. This is starting to look really good. I'll be looking to take a trade real soon as well, as soon as we start breaking out. Maybe the next 5-minute can give me that entry. If we can start trading above this, the next 5-minute can come down, form this sort of like bottom wick. And this could be like the entry. It depends if the volatility is here now. So technically the 5-minute could open. Wait, hold up. Let's say this candle here now, it pushes up and the 5-minute kind of like opens here. I would expect the bottom wick down to this level, and then the next move up, something like this I want to see with the next 5-minute open. So I'm going to let this candle kind of like give me the breakout, and the next candle give me the retest and the entry. But let's again see if if it seems like there's a lot of volatility in this candle as well. I will not wait for the next 5-minute. So we're just gonna have to see. It's tapping the 1839 level now at this point as well. It's very, very aggressive drop. Aggressive push to the top side. There we go. Okay, this candle here now, it starts breaking to the top side. You can safely even use these lows here as a stop loss, right? That's why waiting for the next 5 minutes is going to be nice as well. But this one's looking really, really great at this point. Okay, this is it. That retest candle now. I'm looking to see what sort of retest we get. At this point now, if this starts to retest that 1839 level, we start violating the highs. We're technically coming up, right? So I'm really looking to see how this starts to play out now. We're still waiting, sitting on our hands. No FOMO whatsoever, guys. But if this starts to flip now, let's see. You got another 2 minutes left as well for the new 5 minute to open. So technically, you gotta understand, right? The new 5 minute open needs to form a little bit of a bottom wick, so it can give us a better stop loss. So I would wait for the new 5 minute to open. See if it opens here, but as soon as this starts breaking out of this area now, I think we're going to see aggressive push to the top side. Again, as I said, I have no FOMO whatsoever. Even if it does push, no big deal. The next 5 minute, I want to see it open here, retest, and a breakout. And this one's looking gorgeous now. It's about to break out of this, and we're going to see a nice spike to the top side. And the 5 minutes is going to give me a stop loss. A tight stop loss, just for that 1-to-1. As soon as we break out of this 1840 level, we're going to start pushing up nicely. But until then, just gotta wait. Alright, my coffee's done now as well. Oh, it's attempting to push up now. Look, the 39 level is just holding as a support level now. We just want to see that nice breakout candle, because you still haven't technically broken this level, right? So want to see this breakout. If we can see that with the next 5 minutes, that will be the best entry in my opinion. But again, the volatility needs to kick in, right? Look at that, the 5 minutes has opened now at this point. Let's see if it starts to form that sort of like bottom wick, like a sustainable bottom wick. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have a 20 pip stop loss if it doesn't give me a sustainable bottom wick, because it doesn't make sense to put your stop loss here. Even though it could work out, it is technically gonna come down to retest your structure lows, right? So I might just have a bigger stop loss at that point. Okay, I'll be looking for our entry now soon. Let's see how it starts to play around here now. I want to see a nice close, because I think technically what it's doing is retesting those highs to start pushing down basically. So I want to see this push down a little bit, at least down to 1839, and then from there start to reject. And then 1838 could technically give us that sort of like stop loss, right? 39. $1840 level up there. Yeah, we're just holding around this level. I'm waiting for this, honestly. There we go, starting to break out at this point now. Let's see how it starts to trade above this. We start trading above this, this is it now. It's gonna start giving us that nice aggressive push to the top side. Very nice push to the top side. I'm still waiting though. Still waiting. I want to see a nice clean break and then retest of 1840 and momentum to the top side. That's what I want to see. Okay, this is that retest now. Attempting to push up again. But look at the candle, man. The candle is just not very volatile. Honestly, a volatile candle. It's struggling to stay above the 1840 level. I feel like the next candle is just going to start dropping at this point. The way this candle is printing out. Okay, there we go. The next candle is starting to push up now. But there is no bottom wick. I'm still waiting, man. I'm still waiting. I don't like this just yet. I don't like the way the candles are moving. It could very well start pushing up. But there we go. Now, let's say this candle comes down to 1839 and then starts to flip and starts violating its own highs. That's, yeah, that'll be a good entry. But right now, look at these candles. Not one volatile candle. You might just see a massive bearish candle starting to push all the way down. again, as I said, we will see a lot of opportunities kick into the market, so I don't need to just jump in any opportunity. Anyone up there will be more opportunities. I'm gonna wait for this. I don't like the way the candles are printing. I'm staying out of this for now. I think there is still more room to the downside before we start pushing up. $1837.4. Okay. Yeah, it's pushing back up now. It's retesting the 1839 level, but the way we're kind of like trading around these levels, I don't like it. I want to see a nice clean volatile candle, at least a volatile candle. Because the way we're playing around this area, I'm not a big fan of it whatsoever. It just shows me that there is still some selling momentum here. Sellers are still in control here because we still haven't cleared this area just yet. If we start clearing this area, at that point again, you're playing the game of probability, right? This area has not been cleared just yet. So let's wait for the next 2 minutes to open. The new 15-minute open could potentially give us that play to the top side. Until then, I would like to stay out of this. The next 15 minutes could be the one that gives us that entry. What's your entry? I don't have an entry. I'm not in any trades just yet, guys. I do not have an entry. I'm staying out of this, as I said. I don't like the way the candles are printing right now. And I'm very disciplined. When I don't like something, I don't take it. And when I like something, I don't think twice about it. I take it with confidence. Right now, the way the candles are here, they're very messy. It just tells me that there are still some sort of sellers are still sitting here and they're still trying to take control over here. So right now what's happening is there's a battle going on between sellers and buyers. We don't have a clear winner right now. So when we have that clear winner, we understand where the price is moving. That's when we jump in. We don't fight. We just jump in. We just ride with the winners. Simple as that. What's small fish? There you go. This is your new 15-minute open now. Let's see how this candle starts to play out. How much the previous candle pushed up? Only about 28 pips, nothing whatsoever. Very tiny candle. And now this candle here needs to form the bottom wick as well. But we start clearing these highs, start trading above. I'm expecting this candle to be really volatile and give us that push up. But look, we've cleared this sort of like 1839 level now. So let's see if we can start trading above this. Look at that. That retest of 1839 is looking good now. Oh, this might just be it now. Entry might be coming up. I'm going to turn my magic keys on at this point. This candle might just be the one. If we start trading above those areas, might just be the one now. Put like a 20 pip stop loss just to be safe. But it needs to start having a lot of volatility. The way it's done the retest of 1839 now, it needs to start trading above these highs. And this candle is the one at that point. Still waiting for this because technically what it's doing is forming the upper wick, right? So we need to start trading above the previous rejection, which is all the way up here. So we start clearing this rejection, then we're going to see a very nice push to the top side. Until then, we can very easily just reject from here, come all the way down. So you want to wait for this. Because from here, you can very easily start pushing down. The bottom wick is not really that massive either. So let's just wait for this now. It's just the start technically is just forming the upper wick, right? So the upper wick should not be so aggressive that it starts to violate the previous rejection areas. But if we start to violate these now, we're coming up, right? Simple as that. I'm going to be looking out for this area here. The highs, we start breaking above these highs. Technically coming up. Still chilling above 1840-ish area. We're retesting the 1840 level. Holding that level as a support level now. We just need a volatile candle at this point. Start clearing these highs. That's going to be the play, in my opinion. Until then, can expect pullbacks. So above this could be a nice entry. Stop loss around. So look, respected. So again, if we're going to push up, we need to start respecting this area here. So this could give us a really sweet stop loss as well below this level here. Could be a really nice stop loss. Technically about like 20 pip stop loss to be safe. Don't even need a 20 pip stop loss, to be honest. Even 15 pips could do. Yeah, roughly about 15 pips could do. something like this, right? You're expecting to secure your 1-to-1s here. That's what I'm looking for. That could be the play. Okay, it might just be coming up now, guys. Might just be coming up now. Let's see what happens. Let's see what sort of volatility we get. The way we're retesting the 1839 level, I want to see how it starts to play around the 1840 level, because we're still seeing rejections from here. Honestly, this gets cleared, us starting to trade above this level. That's what I'm looking to see. Us starting to trade above this rejection level. Until then, this position is not valid. Unless we start trading above this, then yeah, I'm looking for this, a nice spike to the top side. But right now, you guys can see it's just very rangy, right? Very, very rangy. Another 2 minutes left as well for the new 5 minute to open. If this one starts trading above, the next 5 minute can retest this, turn this into support and give us that nice push up. So I'm expecting this to at least start breaking out now. And then the next 5 minute technically can give us that aggressive push to the top side if we start breaking out now, basically. So let's see what happens. This is it. This might just be the breakout coming up at this point. But right now, as you guys can see, it's just very, very choppy. So wait for the breakout. Wait for the breakout. If this doesn't give us the breakout, then wait for the next 5 minutes. That's going to technically give you the breakout, right? Because this 15 minute has done nothing whatsoever. The bottom wick, again, I think it could be a little bit deeper as well. The bottom wick is just very, very tiny. And as I said, technically, this is just our upper wick and this is just a bottom wick. We still haven't violated the highs. So in order for us to actually start pushing up, we need to form a new high, right? A new high, maybe then a pullback and then a new high back up. It depends on the volatility. So you're going to have to wait and see what happens. Until then, just stay out of this. This is the new 5 minute open out at this point. This should have a little bit of volatility. This should give us a new high technically. If it gives us a new high and the high stays above the previous high, then we're coming up to our target. Until then, we are still within this sort of like range consolidation. I'm not interested in anything like this just yet. If I do take a position, I shall let you guys know. As I said, it's a Friday. You don't want to jump in anything. You want to wait for the highest probability setup. That should be standard every day anyway, but especially on a Friday, because that's when people tend to lose a lot of money. It's the last day of the week. They're trying to, now push that target, the weekly target. If the target has not been hit, or they're just trying to do something. If they're in losing, they had a losing streak, they're trying to come back to break even or whatever, because it is the last day of the week. They're like, okay, this week is what obviously determines my results, my weekly results. It's not about today, it's about the whole week in general, guys. That's how you gotta see it. Look at that, it's coming back up now. This is it, 1814 getting tapped, and we're about to violate 1814 and give us that new high. Technically, it's about to give us that new high. This is that new 5 minute open as well. The 15 minute starting to push up. Yeah, this is looking good at this point now. Let's see how it starts to hold. I might be looking for a position here soon. Let's see how it starts to hold now. And I want to see how the next candle opens as well. I want to see how the next candle opens for sure. Because this one does not have the bottom wick either. So the next one might want to come down a little bit more. The way these candles are just moving right now, very, 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 very sort of like choppy candles. You don't want to trade these sort of candles. You want to see clean, big candles that we want to trade. Momentum candles. These candles, they technically become your pullback candles. And you might just see that massive bearish candle. And that could be the actual move for the day. But just because you didn't wait, you missed out on it. So you have to wait. I'm going to take this out for now. It's distracting me. I'll put it back on in a bit. But that retest of 1840 now, it's looking good. Looking Gucci. Again, look at this candle, just attempting to push up, but it's struggling to push up. Pushing down a little bit. There is no bottom wick here either. So if it comes down now, we do a nice retest of this level. From there, aggressive break of this. That could be the entry, technically. Do you know what is, even from here, it could push up, but I want to see how this candle starts to print out. Because again, this candle here, It's given us that new high now, but the way these candles are moving very slow. So if this candle seems like it's very volatile, then yeah, it makes sense. But right now we're just rejecting. It doesn't make sense to take this. It doesn't make sense whatsoever. We are obviously trading above our levels, but the way these candles are printing, there is just no momentum whatsoever. As I said, I'm a momentum trader. I'm not interested if there is no momentum in the markets. That's my strategy, right? So let's see. If it seems like, oh, this candle's looking good now. This is starting to look good now. And I see that retest and a nice break up. Nice clean break to the top side. I want to see that retest now of 1840. And I'm going to be looking to take this trade here now with 15, 16 pip stop loss. It depends how it starts to play out. You got another 2 minutes left as well for the new 5 minute to open. If this starts to push up now, I think this candle here is going to give us the aggressive push to the top side. If we start clearing those highs, honestly. Obviously looking to the left, we are approaching our pullback area as well, which is at 1841. Yeah, this candle is looking good now at this point, guys. Okay, I'm going to be looking to take a trade. We start clearing this 1841 level. I'm going to be interested in this position here. The 1841 level, start clearing that, will come in all the way up, in my opinion, at that point. We had that retest now. This candle here, we start clearing this 1841 level we have to the left. We're going to start coming up. And the next 5 minute can just give us the aggressive push to the top side. Until then, still expecting a lot of momentum to the downside to kick in. But the way the candles are just printing now, we're forming higher highs, higher lows. So again, either we're going to come up here, collect orders, start pushing down. Otherwise, we're coming all the way up to the top side. Let's see how it starts to play around this area. It's the next area now. Okay, it's coming up. Let's see. Give me that volatile candle to the top side. Right now, it's still just choppy price action, man. Very choppy price action. Like, I feel like it's going to tap this and we're going to see a bearish candle. If we start clearing this, then yeah, it's making sense now to go to the top side. And the next 5 minute technically can just give us that push up. Until then, it's just choppy, man. And if the volatility doesn't kick in now, you got the new 4 hour coming up, right? And you really want to take a trade here with the new 4 hour coming up. Unless we start clearing this. If we trade within this, not interested. We need to clear this level here. Makes sense above here. This is the new 5 minute open. Let it come down and start pushing up. So this sort of position here, man. The 1-to-1 makes sense, right? Playing the game of probability. We're breaking the daily highs. We're going to push up. We have our ranges. We're clearing 1839 level. As long as we're above 1839, we are good to go up. It's just that price action is really choppy. There is no volatility in the markets. So I'm thinking either it's going to tap this, come down to collect those orders. We start clearing this. At that point, we're coming up to 1842. So this order, this here now, it really depends on this sort of like level here as well. It's a pullback level. So let's see how it starts to play around this. Yeah, I'm in this. Ooh, be careful here though, guys. I'm in this now. Volatility is kicking in. I'm in this now. It's looking good at this point. Should give us that push up at least to 1842. From there, maybe push down. This is exactly what we were waiting for. The volatility kicked in at this point. So let's see how this starts to play out. And yeah, I'm in this and let's see. Ooh, let's go. Let's start pushing up. We should not be coming back down to 18, below 1840 now. We should just see those aggressive candles to the top side. I'm going to take my partial TPR at 1-to-1. My entry's just here. Took an entry just here before that volatile candle. And so let's see how this plays out. We can still see momentum kick into the downside now. Again, we do not want to see these lows here being violated. Just want to see higher highs and higher lows being formed. If we start trading like down here with the 4 hour, you can very easily get wicked out because my stop loss is just below this here. It's a very tight stop loss. So I'm going to be looking to manage this, right? At this point, you don't want it to come down a lot. You want it to give us that nice push. My stop loss is really tight. Let me tell you, my stop loss is about 17 pips. So I want to see that 17 pips TP get hit before kind of like stopping me out. So over anything after 12 pips, 12, 13 pips, I'm making it risk-free pretty much. So, oh, 8 pips up. There we go. This is the trade now. Again, we can still expect pullbacks, right? Still can expect pullbacks. But they should not be so aggressive that they start to violate everything to the downside. At least we should go up to the highs before starting to come down. But let me just mark on my pullback zones as well quickly. Because you can still expect a pullback from here. So I'm going to mark on my pullback zones quickly, guys. So we're tapping into a pullback zone just yet. We start clearing this. I'm going to be looking to make it risk-free. Let me just mark this here. Because it makes sense now, right? It makes sense now. We're forming higher highs, higher lows, respecting all zones. We should not be coming back down anymore. Again, understanding the bigger picture. What's the daily candle doing at this point now? Look at your daily candle, right? We're just playing the game of probability. Daily highs have been violated. The next, obviously the wick fill is our next, weekly wick fill should be our next target now, right? So technically we should not be coming down, but let's say we start to see momentum kick into the downside again from 1841. I'm going to look to take some risk off the table just to be careful, because right now the volatility is just not there. Again, you know, see again volatility kick in. Now 1841 we tapped into it. That's a pullback level. As soon as we start clearing this level here now, we should go straight up to our TP. This level here, again, as I said, is a pullback level, right? So this candle should start breaking above this high now, and we should see a massive push to the top side, straight to our TP. Should not be coming back down anymore. If we start coming back down now, let's say, I'll look to take some risk off the table if we start rejecting off this level. So we should actually break this now and go straight to the TP. 9 pips up at this point, guys. I'm 9 pips up. As I said, we start tapping the 1842-ish level. I'm going to make it risk-free. Until then, I'm just going to let it do its thing. My stop loss is about 17 pips, so anything over 12 pips, 13 pips, it doesn't make sense for me to go back into drawdown. As soon as we start trading above this 18 or 41 level, we should be good to go up. The 4 hours coming up as well, so I really want to start trading above this 1841 level, man, because the 4 hour can give us that deeper bottom wick, and we might see drawdown for a little bit. So it really depends now how I want to kind of like manage this, right? So if this can start breaking above this 1842 with the new 4 hour open, we're going to see that nice spike up. Otherwise, we might see a drawdown, might see a pullback. So it really depends now. So again, as I said, see 10 pips, 9 pips, secure profits, secure at least something, because the 4 hour can technically wick here. So the best bet now is for these candles here to start pushing up above this. Again, right now, this is just a pullback. We're not violating any sort of structure laws, anything like that. We're just still forming higher highs, higher lows. The only thing that's kind of like putting me off is that new 4 hour, which is like a minute away. And as I said, my stop loss is really tiny. So I don't know, the 4 hour might just want to come all the way down to 37 and then push up. So that's the thing. That's the only thing that's kind of like throwing me off right now, the new 4 hour. So I really wanted to open and start breaking 1841, give me my TP and then push down. So let's see what happens now. This is the new 4 hour open now. Either it's going to push up or it's going to push down. Let's see. Freaky Friday either going to give us our TP now, or is going to tell us that it wants to push up or push down. I mean, this should honestly, what's going to happen is it's still got to form the bottom wick, right? So if we start clearing these highs at that point, I think our TP is going to come first and then the bottom wick is going to come later. But until then, I think we're going to come down a little bit, form a bottom wick. Again, it's a 4 hour, so your bottom wicks are going to be massive as well. So I'll be looking to take some risk off the table soon. Let's see what happens. This could be a very massive bearish candle as well if it wants to form the bottom wick first. But I think we start clearing these highs. The 4 hour is going to give us our TP first. It's going to form those highs first and then drop maybe later on. Let's see what happens now. It's got the upper wick and it's got the tiny bottom wick is respecting the 1841 level, right? So let's just see now. It should not be violating this 8040 level or 1839. As long as we're above 1839, we are good. But again, this is the 4 hour, right? It needs to form some sort of a deeper bottom wick. So let's see how we start to trade around these levels. We start clearing this, we're going to see a nice drop now. Again, part of the game. This is part of the game, man. Part of the game. I'll look to take some risk off the table if we start trading below 1840 though. Because again, 1840 below that, 4 hour can wick me out. Until then, right now there is just no volatility in the market whatsoever. It's just dead. Markets are dead. But so far so good. We're forming higher highs, higher lows. Still a high probability setup. We just need a little bit more momentum to kick in. At this point, the 4 hour breaks these highs is going to go all the way up and give us our TP. This 4 hour needs to break the 1841 level, which is a pullback level, right? Again, but look at the sort of pullbacks we got. They were not very aggressive. So if we start pushing down now, it's just that 4 hour forming the bottom wick. But again, you gotta understand how big could the bottom wick be? It is a 4 hour on gold. It could be all the way down to 1837, right? So technically can get wicked up because the stop loss is, again, it's not below the structure lows. Structure lows are all the way down there. So again, you should be looking to manage positions around this level, secure profits up there, manage positions, and let it do its thing. But right now everything is good. You're still forming higher highs, higher lows. You haven't violated anything. From here, this should not be scaring you. This is just a pullback. From here, you're going to see momentum kick in, break above these highs, and go straight to your TP. Until then, yeah, you can expect pullbacks. But we start clearing the 1841 level, we're going up. Until then, gold can push down. With the 4 hour just opening now, we can very easily push down. That's for sure. See, momentum to the downside is kicking in as well. So yeah, I'm going to look to manage risk as well. So let me just see how I can play this. Oh. Really expecting a massive flip on gold and expecting a violation of 1841, the structure highs, and a massive push to the top side. That's what I'm expecting with gold now. I don't want it to come down. I don't see it coming down either, to be honest. Let's look at the bottom wick now on the 4 hour. Yeah, see that bottom wick is really, really tiny now. It can, even like you guys will understand, the support level is all the way down there as well. That's the thing. So the safe play is obviously for
Did you
it
catch anything yet?
Bro, right now kind of like stuck in this trade. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to manage risk on this trade because of the new 4 hour open. I'm really expecting this 4 hour to flip from this 1840-ish level though. Otherwise, if it starts trading down here, it can wake me up. If it flips now, it kind of like does break out of these highs. It's gonna give us our TP first and then push down afterwards. So let's see what the next 2 minutes does, but it's pushing down a little bit, so I might take some risk off the table and put the risk back on later on. Let's just see. Looking to manage this. But as I said, we can see a flip down from 1840. We start violating 1840. I would be looking to take some risk off the table. But until 1840, you gotta understand this is a 4 hour open as well. You gotta kind of like let it form that bottom wick, right? It's not just gonna form like a 2-3 pip bottom wick. It will form a big bottom wick, at least down to an area. So that's why stop losses are tight, can get wicked up. I would recommend looking to manage risk. Even though it is a valid trade, it's still a winning trade. You gotta understand this is a 4 hour open, right? So yeah, just keep that in your mind, guys. And you can see momentum to the downside is still holding now. You're not seeing any sort of rejections to the top side as well. If we do not reject from this area, this 1840 level, start trading below this, then yeah, you're seeing sort of like 1839, right? So really looking to see how we start to hold this level here. From here, I want to see that flip. Otherwise, I'll look to take some risk off the table. We got very choppy price action. Had the highs made, 4 hour is giving us momentum to the downside now. This is when you have volatility in the markets as well, right? So if it wants to form the highs now, it needs to respect this level here and give us that new high. It should not be coming below this level here. This should be the bottom wick done now. We should form new highs. Oh, there we go. Ho, ho. As I said, it played out to the T. Ho, ho, ho. There we go. That's the bottom wick done now. If it breaks below this, I'll close 50% now. It should not break below this. I'll close 50% if we start breaking below this now. The only reason I can see it coming down is maybe a retest because there is no bottom wick. But we start breaking above this, I'm kind of looking to make it risk-free. We start breaking these highs, I'm making it risk-free. Look at that. Again, as I said, this is just a pullback. A bottom wick is being formed. This is the bottom wick done. We should not be breaking below this level. Again, you're going to expect the bottom wick, but this should have so much volatility now. We should start breaking above this and go straight up to 1842, a massive candle. The next candle needs to break above this and give us that TP now. There we go. Let's see how this plays out. Either we're going to see a massive rejection from here and start breaking below this, then I'm going to take 50% off the table, or we're going to see the next candle open and start breaking above this and go straight to our TP. And this candle here now needs to start pushing all the way back up. It does, otherwise it's going to fake the previous candle out. So you don't want to see this candle here being faked out. You want to see the highs being broken, us forming new highs and pushing all the way to the top side. All the way to the top side. There we go. We're about to break the highs, guys. The TP is coming up at this point. As soon as we start clearing these highs, I'm going to be looking 10 pips up. Make sure you guys are securing profits. We are about 10 pips up at this point now. 10 pips up. 10 pips up. This candle here should now give us that sort of push to the top side. Make sure you guys are securing profits at this point as well. As soon as you saw those 10 pips, right? We start tapping into 1842. I'll make this risk-free. The 1842-ish level gets tapped. I'll make it risk-free. Because I can technically see it coming down a little bit more because this candle was so aggressive. So I might just see that correction now. And then next candle can give us the next move up to the top side. Well, we should not be violating the 1840 level. I'll make it. I'll take 50% off the table if we start breaking below this sort of floor here now. Because then you're just forming that double top here now and pushing all the way back down again. Your 4 hours should give you that TP. It should not be coming back down anymore. The bottom wick is done. The upper wick is done. We should go up. We should break above the highs, close above the highs, and it should give us our TP. So I'll look to manage risk if we start breaking below this. This candle here should start breaking up now. The previous candle becomes our pullback candle. This was our breakout candle, and this should give us our TP. This is the TP candle now. And the TP is coming up at this point. There we go. 11 pips up at this point. Make sure you guys are securing profits. Look at this candle now. As soon as it taps 1842.50, I'm making it risk-free. Another push to the top side, because it doesn't make sense for me to take any sort of drawdowns after it taps the 1842.50 level. Again, look at that. It's rejecting. Make sure you guys are securing profits, man. Secure profits. It's still rejecting that level. At this point, it can very easily start to flip as well. Secure profits. Secure profits. I want to look to manage this as well. You've got another 3 minutes left for the new 5 minute to open. It's formed a new high now. It's pulling back. It should not break its own lows. If it breaks its own lows, it doesn't make sense. It needs to break its own highs now. Pullback, break of highs. Pullback, break of highs. Pullback, break of highs. That's how price action moves. But look, again, you're forming new higher highs, higher lows. Price action is looking beautiful. We start breaking above this. I think the TP is coming up at this point. As soon as we start breaking above this, it's going to go straight to our TP. But you want to see these highs over here being broken out. Maybe in the next 2 minutes, we can see the TP being hit. Again, guys, you are seeing 10 pips. Secure profits. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to secure some profits as well and make a risk-free. Close half here, guys, and make it risk-free. If it struggles, close half and make it risk-free. You know what? I'm going to close half and make it risk-free. I've secured profits up there and made it risk-free. The rest, I'm going to let it run straight to my TP now. Because it's going to go to my TP, but again, secure profits. This is going to go straight to our TP now, and it's going to be a winning day for us. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close around... You know what? We'll just keep it 90% and leave a little bit of a runner. There we go, 11 pips up. We cannot take a loss on this trade now. We've secured profits. This is going to go straight to our TP now. Look at this beauty, guys. Wow, playing out to the T, right? Make sure you guys drop a like on the stream. We've had a 100% winning week, guys. No losses this whole week. 14 pips up at this point. This is going straight to our TP, guys. We've had 0 losses this whole week. Look at this trade playing out so nicely. So nicely. Got another minute left for the new 5 minute to open as well. Beautiful. And yeah, we've had no losses this whole week, guys. Look at this gorgeous trade, guys. No losses this whole week. The next 5 minute is going to give you that partial TP at this point. It's going to give you a very nice push to the top side. A very nice push to the top side. The next sort of like, there we go. This is going straight to the TP now. Partial TP coming up at this point. 15 pips up. 15 pips up at this point, guys. Wow. Need 2 more pips. And the 1-to-1s are getting hit. And the runner is going to run all the way to the top side, in my opinion. At least till like 1847. I'm going to leave a runner now. And 16 pips up. 1 more pip. My TP's coming. 16 pips up at this point, and that's the TP here, guys. That's a winning trade once again. Make sure you guys drop a like on the stream, guys. 0 losses this whole week, guys. Every single day was a winning trade, guys. We gave it out live with transparency every single day. Look at this now. Wow. 20 pips up on a Freaky Friday, guys. Amazing. Wow, what a beautiful week, guys. Zero losses this whole week, man. Every single trade was taken on the YouTube live stream with transparency. Everything was given out to you. Analysis, trades. Make sure you guys join the Telegram, man. We're going to be giving out so much in the Telegram. I'll share the link to the Telegram in the YouTube live chat. Again, guys, as I said, today I'll be taking paid members. Only 10 members will be allowed for the first week. So start DMing me on Insta now, because today I will be taking in 10 members. Only 10 slots are open. I will not be taking any more than 10 members for the private group. As I said, YouTube live streams are technically going exclusive. We're not going to be streaming every single day. Look at that, guys. 100% winning week, guys. 100%. And every single day we had a trade. It wasn't like, we didn't take trades every week, every day. We took a trade every single day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys the link to the Telegram as well. You guys can join the Telegram. We're going to be giving out a lot of things in the Telegram. Let me just get the link. I'll share it in the YouTube live chat. Give me a second. Hey, Maz. What's happening, my bro? You still there?
Hello? Yeah,
Yes,
I'm still here.
brother. Yeah, sorry, bro. Earlier we were stuck in this trade, so it was just concentrating.
No, that's
What's happening, man?
beautiful. Another
What's happening?
beautiful stuff done.
Yeah, 100% winning week. 100% winning week.
That's
Not a single
amazing.
loss this week, bro. Not a
Well,
single loss.
yeah, I think today, if anything that needs to be done would be scalping day. It's not a day for intraday positions because something really freaky is going on in the
Exactly.
markets.
Exactly.
The crypto is in the free fall at the
Mm.
moment. Bitcoin's just gone to 35,000.
Oh wow.
36 with and the VIX has gone really high. There's OPEC coming in about half an hour time, so expect some jittery in gold and everything. So I'm just look. So today's not a day for intraday stuff. Today's just a day for scalping. And if I do, and I'm just waiting for a few scalping setups to unfold. If they do happen, then I will call them live in Telegram, and we will just go ahead with it. That's it.
Amazing,
That's all
amazing,
from my
guys.
side at the moment.
I've also posted the link to the Telegram in the YouTube live chat. You guys can join the Telegram. And as I said, for the paid members, hit me up on Insta. I'll be going through all the DMs. I got a lot of DMs. Trust me, I know. I'm not ignoring anyone. Just being super busy, guys. So today I'll be looking at all the DMs. I'll be taking all the payments either today or tomorrow. So make sure you guys hit me up. But yeah, look at this, man. Beautiful. Really, Garcia, Finbar, is K's here as well? K's, everyone. Did you guys take this trade?
Yeah, I still got a runner.
Wow, I got a runner as well, man. I got a runner as well. Bro, it's crazy, guys. Imagine this flip account. I had less than £1,000 in there. This week I made more than £1,000 in this flip account. Look at that, zero loss. This whole week. Made more than £1,000 in this flip account. Oh, this is crazy, man. Amazing week. What a beautiful week this was, guys. Beautiful week, man. So the runner, we're gonna leave it all the way up till like at least 1846. And as I said, you gotta understand, right? Playing the game of probability. What's the next thing we're gonna see? We're gonna see the weekly have that sort of like wick fill, right? So if we see that wick fill now, I'm gonna take this runner out, which is about 52 pips. And it's a Friday. We don't want to obviously be too greedy. So at that point, I'm just going to take my runner out. More than 90% of my position, I think roughly about 90% of my position has been secured because again, we're scalpers, right? That's the best thing about our strategy. We're not intraday traders. We're not swing traders. We're in and out, in and out, in and out. Made our profits, done for the day. Financial freedom is the goal, right? Again, if you are like an intraday trader, your psychology's got to be completely different because you got to be willing to accept our drawdown now. Again, for us, we're done. We're not going to see a drawdown anymore. We've made our profits. We're not going to expect any more losses. Do you know what I mean? So now all we're expecting is either our runner's going to get stopped out at break even or he's going to give us another 50, 60 pips, right? That's all we are waiting for. Let's see what happens now. So Garcia, my brother, how much are you up on your account now? Percentage-wise this week?
I'm up 17.
17% this week. Yo, we're killing it. Case, what's your situation? What's happening? You didn't tell us.
No, I have a sick baby, so I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm just
sorry about
here. I'm not trading this last couple of days.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry about that.
I
Hopefully it's
traded
all-
Wednesday, but not Thursday or today.
Okay,
She's right here.
Okay. Hopefully she gets better. What about you, Finny? How's everything, bro? You're up 1%, right? Guys, let's hit 40 likes, man. Come on. Guys, even on a Freaky Friday, we had a winning week. The whole week was a winner. Not a single loss this whole week, guys. With 100% precision, 100% transparency. Not many people do that. And we done it for free, guys. So drop a like, man. Drop a like. Let's get at least 50 likes. Come on, guys. We only got 21 likes. We're going to be staying here now for you guys. We've taken our trades. We're still going to be giving our analysis. We've got NYSE coming up. But we got to get 40 likes before NYSE. Otherwise, we're calling it a day here. I got to go to the barbers today. You guys can see I'm looking like a mess. So I got to go to the barbers, clean up. So do you know what? If I get to the barbers before 5, it means I'll get in straight away. So if you guys want me to say, you guys got to get this up to 40 likes. Let's run up the likes. But yeah, this is going to start pushing up now. Our main TP is coming up technically. I'm leaving it all the way up till 1846. If we start clearing this level here now, the NYSE is coming up soon as well. And also, guys, share the stream, tag us on Insta, do all of that, man. Do all of that. Sorry, can't speak due to work. Only traded Monday, Tuesday, and Tuesday, up 7% for the week. Amazing. I'm more than 100% up on this account. Oh, man. I don't even know how much I'm up this account. I think around 100% this week on this flip account. I don't know. Yeah, roughly. Probably something like that. Oh snap, did I not change the title? Does it still say unemployment claim? My bad, guys. I forgot to change the title. I'll change it now. There are no unemployment claims today. That was yesterday. I just forgot to change the title. Apologies. There we go. The title has been changed now. You know what? Let's change it to... What should we change the title to? How can we title it? Zero losing days? Or like... Should I say winning streak? Winning Friday. Give me a good title, guys. What should we call it? Should we call it the winning streak? 0 losses this whole week. Wow, beautiful. What a way to end a Friday. What a way to end a freaky Friday. What a way to end this sort of Friday. Look at the price section, how choppy it was as well. And went straight to the TP, man. Straight to the TP. Let's see now how we can start trading this here. Let's see, because we might just see aggressive push again to the top side. Let's just see. Let me also show you guys my history. Hold up. You guys want to see the history just for the motivation? Because look, do you know what is? People were like, you can't make in trading, you need a lot of capital. I proved them wrong. I was like, you can get funded. Then they were like, oh, what if you can't get funded? Look, you can even do account flips. The only thing that's holding you back is you. That's it. I don't have rich parents either. I've done everything on my own, guys. This is all about a skill set. Trust me. It's all about a skill set. I don't have a rich family member I can call them and be like, can you give me 100k to trade, 50k to trade? No, got to get it on our own. But guess what? You can. Everyone can. If I can, you can. Nothing special about me. We're all special in our way, but in our own ways. But again, everyone can do everything. You just got to believe in yourself. It's always you versus you, guys. So if anything's holding you back, that's you. No one else but you. Keep that in your mind. Oh my god, that is disgusting. The balance on this account now. Should I just show you guys the balance on this account? Look at the balance on this account now. Oh my god. Above 3.4k on this account now, guys. Look at that. I'm taking this all the way up to 10k, by the way. Look at the balance on this account now. And this is GBP, by the way. This is not dollars. So £3,400 is probably, let's see how many dollars that is.
That is $4,500.
Is it?
Yeah.
Bro, that's a big. Oh yeah, this is 4.6k in dollars. Wow. So this account is running up. I never said I'm gonna.
Week. I mean, one more week, and it should be on 10k.
Nah. Let's not do that.
No, let's do that. Let's just go ahead and try it.
Hey bro, if I get this to 10k, I'll run it up to 100k.
You
And then no one's gonna have an excuse. If I can run this up to 3-4k, that's the game.
Get it to 10k.
Get it to 10k.
10k.
Yeah.
We're taking it all, and we're going on a holiday.
Where should I go, my brother?
Well, I'm thinking Dubai probably.
Yeah. I'm up for that.
Then we come back, put another $2,000 in the account, flip again, go on a holiday again. That's a holiday account. Just remember that.
We'll just do that for the rest of our life, yeah?
Yeah.
Just flip money and live our best life. It makes sense.
That's it.
It makes sense, for sure. For sure, it makes sense. But guys, drop a like. Ask us questions, guys. Everyone's here. We got everyone's here. You got K's here. You got Willie, Garcia, you got Maz. Everyone, you can ask anyone a question. Everyone's a trader. Everyone's different. You got to understand, trading is such a personal thing. Even though we're trading the same thing, everyone's different. Their perspective is different. Everything. You can ask anyone if you feel like you relate to that person. You can ask them a question. Go ahead. Ask us any sort of questions. They will be very beneficial for you. But I'm going to show you guys the history as well. Just show you this week. Because you guys seen the whole balance now. I'm going to just show you this week at this point. Just to give you the extra bit of motivation. How much I added to the balance this week. If I can figure out how to do it. I done it yesterday. Okay. Custom period was the start of the week. It was the 17th. The 17th January. Why the hell is this in January 1970? What the hell? My MetaTrader 4 was all the way back in 1970. Wow. Amazing. let's do 22nd. Yeah, this is, hold on a second guys, let's try this again. Custom period. Wow, why 1970, dog? (2022) where are you? There we go. January and the 17th, right? From the 17th, January the 21st. We can do 22nd. Okay, there we go. This is just this week. Let me show you guys now. So I've had no losses whatsoever. So let me show you guys, right? Look at that. I've made £1,000 on this account this week, guys. This week. Like, how much do people make in 9 to 5 in a week? And they, like, let's say even if they work Saturdays and Sundays, they can't make this much. So this minus £45, this was a little intraday swing trade. I did this as soon as the markets open, so this one here does not really count. So everything else is like during our session. You guys can see I've had 0 runners as well. Every time the stop losses has been hit, so like the partial positions. So look at that, £1,000 up on this account now, this small account. The only, and we've done it consistently. This was not like a flip where I had like 100 positions stacked up in one day. This was done over weeks, man, consistently. This is a consistent account flip, guys. So you guys can do this as well if you have that skill set, right? Look at that, £269 there, £246 there, £232 there, £225 there, £200 there, and then £65. This was obviously 2 trades taken in one day. So, you know, averaging about more than £200 every single day this whole week, because we've only got 5 trading days, right? So look at that, I'm averaged over £200 every single day on this little account flip, and this is not even our main account. So you guys can just kind of like see how trading is such a powerful thing. You can really achieve financial freedom, because again, you're not expecting to, you know, take £1 million trades every day. You're expecting to build that capital and invest it into other businesses, right? And trading can give you that capital. So you guys can see, even £1,000 you can invest into something, a digital business, anything. Can we enter for reversal in gold, or is it too risky? It's really up to you. I don't see any sells right now. Everything is pushing up. You can enter if you want to enter. I guess it could work out. But yeah, maybe the NYSE can give us that next push up. But guys, let's get those likes up. And you know what is, guys, what I'm going to do is, again, hit me up on Insta. What we're going to do is we're going to call it a session here now. As I said, like, it's not moving much. Maybe the NYSE is going to give us that next push. I'll let you guys know how it goes on Insta, the runner. But everyone have a lovely weekend. Thank you guys for tuning in. 0 losses this whole week. What a beautiful session we had. Appreciate everyone showing love and support. And guys, hit me up on Insta. As I said, I'll be taking in members today and tomorrow. And then you know what, we're gonna kill it for the next year, for the whole year. You gotta understand, this is just the first month. Second month is gonna be way more volatile. That's when you're gonna see those damaging runners starting to kick in. So I'm waiting for those runners to start coming in. That's when we're gonna do crazy returns, man. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch up with you guys next week on Monday now. So I will still be streaming, live streams still will be going on, but again, there will be sort of like that gap in between, right? Not every single day, because it gets a bit too much. So guys, thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys next week. Have a